Junk food and junk food. Whether you are at the movie hall or relaxing on the beach, I'm sure you would binge on junk food. Well, I do. Junk food is found just about everywhere. What are the junk foods? What to see in junk foods? What are the adverse health effects? And how to avoid them, and much more. Let's bite little deep into our junk foods. Hello and welcome. I'm Dr. Arun Naik from Doclocks channel, a doctor for 30 years and a neurosurgeon for 20 years now. Doclocks channel is all about dialogues with your doctor. Here we have dialogues related to brain and heart health, lifestyle diseases, cancer, spine health and preventive health. We also give here simple, effective tips and tricks to put you on the positive side of your health. With that said, let's get started. It's ubiquitous. It's at supermarkets, pubs, beaches, movie halls, workplaces, schools, and in vending machines. In all countries around the world. The availability and palatability of these make it very difficult to limit or avoid. Your definition of what junk food may be different from mine. Well, most people agree it's not the healthiest of foods for you. These highly processed snacks contain a ton of calories, especially in the form of fat and simple sugars, and hardly any vitamins, minerals or fibers. Examples are donuts, soda, cookies, chips, candies, cakes, pastries, etc. Many foods classified under junk foods may not be actually junk. For example, pizza. If your pizza has whole grain crust and is topped by nutritious cheese, vegetable cuts and sauce, I personally don't think it comes under the junk. What do you think of pizza, friends? Please share your views in the comment section below, because this is very controversial subject with foodies. On the other extreme, many foods that are thought to be healthy actually are junk food in disguise if you dig little deep. Simple example, my friends, those fruity drinks may bring vitamins and minerals, but may also have the same amount of sugar and calories as soda. Junk food and sugars are considered to be addictive. The neuroscientists have identified two eating centers in the brain. One is hunger center and the other one is satiety center. These centers are in an area called hypothalamus. Stimulation of hunger center happens when you are hungry. Once you eat, depending on the stomach filling, your satiety center is stimulated and you don't feel any hunger after that. This is nature's own way to avoid binge eating, that is, eating more than what you actually need. Then there is another basic evolutionary brain function still existing in humans. It is called reward system and resides in structural surroundings, hypothalamus. This reward system is for keeping us alive, for reproduction and propagation of species. The main survival instinct for any species are water, food and sex. Our brain's reward system works with these stimuli. Recent research has identified an abnormal connection between the reward system of our brain and hunger center. This reward system is hijacked by sugars, drugs and alcohol. Sugar may stimulate the brain's reward pathways similar to cocaine. Sugar by itself is not shown to be addictive, but when added with fat, the combination can be a strong stimulant. When I eat the junk foods which I like, my reward system in the brain is activated and it signals to release a neurotransmitter called dopamine, which is a pleasurable chemical we all know. Dopamine will make the food pleasurable and memorable. Even a small quantity of highly processed food has the potential to stimulate the reward system and the habit formation center in your brain. This leads to intense food cravings, which we often have for these junk foods. Well, this can lead to binge eating of junk food and obesity. Junk food has a low satiety index, meaning it's not very filling. Hence, junk foods cause significant weight gain in both children and adults. Sugar in junk foods is one of the risk factors for heart attack and brain stroke. Too much consumption of sugars raise a specific type of fat in your blood called triglycerides and increases the blood pressure, both of which are major risk factors for heart diseases and stroke. Watch a video in my channel regarding triglycerides and their adverse health effects. Friends, there is an entity called Metabolic Syndrome which consists of elevated triglycerides, truncal obesity and heart disease. Watch my video on triglycerides in my channel to more about Metabolic Syndrome, which is one of the leading cause of stroke, especially in younger people. Let's come to junk food. Junk food consumption leads to excess body fat, high blood pressure and low HDL cholesterol, all of which increase your risk of developing type 2 diabetes. Coming to food fads, let's accept it, friends. It's impossible to avoid any one type of foods from our diet. I have tried it. I'm sure you have tried it. Research has shown that around 90% of people on this planet do consume junk foods on a daily basis if you go strictly by the definition of junk foods. Total ban on junk food from your diet leads to excess consumption of another class of foods, and that may contribute to poor health and weight gain. It may also lead to depression. A good relationship with your foods is fundamental to healthy eating. Classifying foods as clean or dirty can lead to an unhealthy relationship with food. In other words, people who were on restricted diet landed with weight gain compared to those who were more flexible with their food choices. More doctors nowadays say the best food practice is a flexible approach in dieting. I advise all my patients to have 80% of their calories to come from whole grains, that is freshly prepared and ground, and minimally processed foods. The remaining 20% can come from whatever they like, be it pastries, ice cream or popcorn. What I found from this approach is one can have wholesome life to enjoy holidays, parties or social ceremonies without having to worry about availability of a specific healthy food in a given scenario. What do you think, friends? Please leave your comments in the comment section below. Nothing in excess, everything in moderation. Friends, everything in moderation is the typical advice when it comes to junk food. Eating your favorite foods in moderation, friends, can help you stick to your diet, enjoy holidays and other special events. More importantly, it avoids unhealthy preoccupations with food. Believe me included, completely abstaining from junk food is not sustainable, practical or enjoyable. Binge eating of junk foods is a sure shot recipe for disaster, so be careful, especially children. Childhood obesity is increasing in the population. My tip to minimize junk foods: first, avoid shopping junk food in excess. Second, avoid eating your chips directly from the pack. In my experience, the pack becomes empty in no time. What I do is, I fill a small bowl with chips and enjoy. Thirdly, make sure after you consume junk foods, don't opt for chocolates, ice creams or juices, which will all add sugars to your system. You can also replace your junk food with healthier choices like fruits, apples, bananas, oranges, berries, a few of the vegetables like leafy greens, peppers, broccoli and cauliflower. Whole grains and starches like oats, brown rice, quinoa and sweet potatoes. These starches give you complex carbs which are better than simple carbs. Seeds and nuts like almonds, walnuts, and sunflower seeds. Legumes like beans, peas, and lentils. Healthy protein sources like fish, shellfish, steak, and poultry. Dairy like Greek yogurt, cheese, and fermented dairy products. Healthy fats like olive oil, nuts, butters, avocados, and coconut. Be careful about avocados as they have tons of carbs also. Healthy beverages. Instead of that sugary aerated drinks or colas, consume water, sparkling water, fresh fruit juice, green tea, and herbal teas. I tell my patients to implement small changes over the time to ensure lasting results. Take home message, friends. Junk foods are high in calories, sugar, and fat, but lack important nutrients like fibers, vitamins, and minerals. They are the main reason for obesity, especially in kids, and a driving factor in the development of certain chronic diseases. The combination of fat and sugar is dangerous because it stimulates your reward system and causes food addiction, which leads to obesity. Still, completely avoiding them may not be beneficial and practical. Enjoying your favorite snacks occasionally is a more healthy and sustainable approach for most people. With that, friends, we have come to the end of this video. I hope you like the content presented. Give me a big thumbs up. If you are new here, please consider subscribing to DocLogs. Please like and share this video with your near and dear ones to put them also on the positive side of their health. Hit that bell icon to get instant notifications of my new videos. Friends, if you were a food junkie, please share your thoughts in the comment section below, which will help all of us. What measures you took different from what I told in this video? Shed some light on those. Friends, I'll be back with another interesting doclog very soon. Till then, feel awesome, live awesome, and take good care of your health.